Yeah, Ayo, thank you very much. In answering that question, I will take you a little bit down memory lane. You remember, even before this administration, when the current president was governor of Lagos State, they were vociferous at isolating the office of the Inspector General of Police from being an extension of the executive arm of government, that the office of the Inspector General of Police should be distinct and they should protect the entire citizens, whether you are in opposition or not. Also, if you remember, the current former chairman of APC, who is currently senator representing my constituency, Comrade Adams Oshomole, once said that if you join the APC, your sins are forgiven, and that is the party that forgives sins. And also, if you put these two together, you will understand with the election that is forthcoming. Also, now Chief Ezekiel had conspicuously, mentioned the name of a former minister for State for Petroleum Resources, Timi Priesiva, who was a former governor in the state, who also had won the primaries. For me, and is a member of the APC. So the APC being a party that welcomes people and whitewash them and will do anything to support one of their own. All of these allegations, for me, I think the main reason why the police seems not to be interested in investigating, I stand to be corrected, and I want the police to prove me wrong by being fair to all. And one of the reasons I think they will not is the fact that, election is approaching and they will do anything to reclaim back Bayelsa, which they feel that was taken from them by the court in the last election. And also, for me, the question is, if you now decide to eliminate everybody in your community or the state because you want to govern them, who will you govern if you eventually win election? Or who will vote for you at the end of the day? But because we do not rely on votes here, we just believe that results can be written. People sit down in their home, wreak havoc, cause mayhem, and at the end of the day, you say the elections was free and fair. People went about their normal activities. And that's why we see that most times you see politicians, we see state actors who are using, instrument of government to intimidate and harass people. The police over time, the issues that led to the end SARS in Nigeria were not this conspicuous. And so what I expect the police to do, they are still not out of the woods. Everywhere you turn to in Nigeria, there's one crisis or the other, and the police is consistently mentioned. I was very happy when the new acting IG, was appointed and he said he was going to go after criminals. But if this is how he's going after criminals, then it's very, shameful that a matter is brought to your notice. The matter is brought to the notice of the police, and that you were on top of that matter from even when you were, AIG, and now that you have been appointed IG, the first thing I will expect to see is that all of the people named in the petition would have been arrested at question. Even last night, I learned that somebody was arrested in army uniform and who turned out to be one of the Kojo Sam's boys, and they came to the community and invaded the community and went away with this boy. So when you have all of this consistent crime or crisis being mentioned, and then Chief Ezekiel also said that the police are lodging in the same hotel where these boys are lodging. See, when the world hears things like this, you begin to wonder that your security arm is allegedly aiding and abetting criminality. It's sad, it breaks my heart. And when I see that a once peaceful Nigeria is being disintegrated, it's being fractured because of politics, and you have a section of people saying, oh, yes, we like what the police is doing, despite the fact that your community is deserted, the community has been abandoned by people you are chief to. It's sad, really. And I will consistently, because whatever we do, the police remains the police. I will consistently urge the IG